The economic study commissioned by the CARICOM Commission indicated that the marijuana industry was a lucrative global industry with significant economic potential for the Caribbean. The financial gain of legal marijuana was explored at a national roundtable hosted by the Conference of Churches in Grenada and the Interagency Group of Development Organizations earlier this year. Dr. Stephen Fletcher, Grenada's former ambassador to the European Union, highlighted some of the financial gains.
As estimates shown, is a multi-billion dollar business soon to reach the $1 trillion mark. So why am I saying this? Let's look at some market considerations. The global market is huge. In the United States, for example, it is estimated to be reaching overall $9 billion, US $9 billion. In Canada, the estimate is $2.8 billion. Yeah? And that it is expected to grow overall to about $9.2 billion in 2025.
Meanwhile, Mr. Kennedy Roberts, health economist, zeroed in on the potential economic and social costs associated with marijuana.
When we look at the costs and the benefits of marijuana, we have to look at it from different ways. And the report goes into several of the areas. They looked at the averted costs of lost wages from arrest. When you arrest somebody for marijuana, and they have to go through the legal system, they're not in a position to work. If they're incarcerated, that is production that the country is losing. The definition of the indicator we use of gross domestic product is the total value of all goods and services produced in the country. So when you have persons being locked up for marijuana, you're really averting the cost of lost wages. You're really losing productivity in your economy. What we have to also look at then is the cost to society, what they call the social costs. Things society has to pay for outside of the transaction costs. So outside of that transaction cost, I made reference to the law enforcement costs. But then when a person is arrested, the legal costs, the costs of the legal system. When we think of the negative behaviors in families and communities, Dr. Prabhakar made reference to patients coming and commenting about the family situation. But the family situation and the community can also be looked at from the other angle, the social costs. And I can't help but think of Chris and Trevor Regis. Chris was shot because of smoking a spliff. And when his father got upset, had his mental issues, I guess, to stab police, he was shot. And that cost to that family, can we put a dollar value to it? These are some of the things that we have to think about locally that affects us in terms of dealing with marijuana.
Although the development of a marijuana sector is a great opportunity for CARICOM states, St. Vincent Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves cautioned that there was no pot of gold at the end of the marijuana rainbow. Krista Campbell, Trinity Reporter, GBN News.